Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my videos. Today another tip I wanted to give out um was that you can technically expand your inventory but just letting stuff expire. um and these characters will just stay here indefinitely. So I've just tried it out on crappier characters to see how well it worked, and so far it's been working well. This guy, we can click on him. Obviously offers are only up for a maximum of 48 hours, and he's been here for 8 days plus the 2 days he was on market. Nobody wanted to pick him up. I decided it's okay. I don't need him in my inventory. I'll check it out and store it this way. um there might be setbacks to it, but I've heard a lot of other people on the Discord, they actually do it, and they do it with bigger trades as well. um So just something else I wanted to point out, just real quick. Also, see, this guy was here for 2 days plus the 2 days he was on market. So I'm getting these guys back because I'm working in the middle of a trade, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So with this trade, I'm essentially giving away a couple of these epics to a new guy. I asked him to check his inventory, and it kind of sucked. I think he only had like one epic. I saw the rest of his team and everything else, and he said he posted a Sharok for trade, which is a Nebu rare, which does take some time to get to a legend. But I told him, hey, I got these random epics that I don't really use. I'd rather you have them, and I'd rather get the Sharok out of it. So in a way, I'm helping like super duper new players. Just whenever I have random epics available. I think I've sold this guy for like 2 nugs, but that's like best case scenario. Same thing goes with this guy and this guy. You can try and get one out of them, but then it's a lot of teeter totter. It'll be up on the market for about 2 days and then it'll expire. So I'd rather just give this guy or person or whoever these epics that already were expired, sitting around doing nothing, while I can get a Sharok. I feel like more experienced players can help out newer players in a similar manner. Just try not to scam them, please. You know, uh, Eventually, hopefully, I do hope that this will grow the community, expand it, and we'll take care of our own players. That way, take care of our own community. That way, the game and the longevity of the game, um, they stay the course, and it grows healthily or healthy. Oh, well, I guess I can just click accept. And I even fuse some of these guys together, but again, I mean, I don't mind. I wasn't gonna get much out of them anyways. Um, yeah, and with that also being said, somebody asked for Nurgle, in the comments. Technically, giveaways, you have to go through a process, because it's against like terms of service, and it's like a bannable offense. I don't think I should get banned for doing that last trade, because literally some of these epics are worthless. So it's kind of hard to equate. Okay, half a third of a nux. I mean, technically, it's probably like one glue, but why am I gonna waste my time getting one glue and then trying to convert it to one nux? Or that's probably the trade I did. It was probably like the fastest, most efficient way to get something out of it. Um, and even though it was heavily discounted, I'm not gonna use those other epics at all. I have way better epics. Um, and I also have some more just on cash. See, I have this guy lined up that I can put on my band. I definitely do not need them. Not to boast, but it's just the way it is. Let's see. I have a crappier 5.5 in here as well. Um, yeah, I have some like random 5.5s that I wanted to keep, and this guy, just sitting around. Sometimes I'll change him. I had this guy in my band, but I just took him out. Yeah, hello. Then again, he had three of these, so it's half an epic. So while simultaneously downsizing my inventory as I want to say I'm probably like not mid late, uh, mid like true mid or like starting off mid team, in the game, and like this guy's worthless. He's worth one nux as is at best. This guy, couple glue. This guy, I don't know. The people don't ask for him, you know. And now I get a cool guy, and I'm like halfway towards an epic, so maybe I can build something cool later. I kind of do want to build him as a legend. And with that being said, I wanted to change over the I'm going to change over the aspect of the video and to my next step. So with the Shiroks, it takes 36 rares in total to make one epic, uh, or six. I mean, not one epic. I'm correct. I'm incorrect. 36 rares to make one legend, six epics to make a legend, or a combination of the both. But the bottom line is, six epics to make a legend. And this guy, I'd say a fair price to sell him at is one nux, because as a legend, he should be worth like 30. Which yes, 30 is less than 36. But I mean, sometimes you'll get him in a trade. Sometimes you'll get him in builds, because he is in the build pool. So 30, I feel like it's a super fair price to ask for him. Uh, Anything less, um, probably a great offer. Anything more, unless you're extremely desperate, I wouldn't recommend it, because it is harder to grind said said items. Yeah, so there's one on market for two nugs. If someone's super desperate, and this is the last rare that they want, um, they'd probably pick it up. Um, yeah, and I'm not picking on Nebu because he's just easily accessible to the game. You can find them basically anywhere. But some of these prices are inflated. So like if I were to pick them up for one a piece, it takes six of them to make an epic. Uh, Six is still a fair price. Even five, five is still a solid price. Five is probably the true the excuse me. Five is probably the true price on them. So then again, if you're real desperate, it's the last one you need. Maybe pay eight, but you will be overpaying. And then finally, we can check on the legend. Um, Asking price, I do have 40 nucks for them. I just don't feel like buying them. I feel like these guys are overpriced at 40. I personally would try and pick them up for like 28 to 30, maybe like 20 or 25, and offer a character that's worth the difference. Um, you know, and especially this one at 120, that's way overpriced. Um, I also stated that 30 each per legend. This technically has three of them fused into him. The maximum I would pay if I were to get lazy, 100 nux, because leveling up is a hassle. So the 10 nux, probably just leveling taxation, I guess, in a sense. Um, but yeah, 120 is way too expensive. Yeah, it's mainly just a supply and demand kind of thing. But Urhamu, I've sold him at 19 nux before. These are my previous completed offers already. Another guy I wanted to talk about is Melp. I'll pick on him in just a second. Orhamu, this was a 2 out of 2. Unfortunately, it doesn't show that in here, but it was a fully maxed out 2 out of 2 legend. Yeah, and then I sold a legendary for 20. The one that was 19, I think it was level 0, and then this one was fully like level 70 out of 70. Yeah, level 70. Yeah, so I said I was gonna pick on Melpone real quick. He is decent attack fodder, or just decent fodder in short terms. Fodders, let's see, with one of the super fusion videos you saw, previously, they give extra stats like 12% of their maximum stats. So the character has to be fully leveled up in order to be given up as a super fusion. So we see here that his maximum attack is 6018, and that's his best stat. So we can put that into the calculator. And I'll show you how to do the calculations. You just type in the number and multiply it times 0.12 or 0.12. So here I've typed it in the calculator. Milk will give around 722 attack boost per whoever character you want to give them into. So I wanted to show, there was a super fused character fused into her already, and in total, they add 2100 attack. Yeah, so I looked up Ismaelion. If you find anything in the market, it's also useful. That way you can subtract whatever current stats they have with this, and it should show you just about how much super fuses went into the character. So we can check right now on Ismaelion. Her attack is almost 4,000, and then with these super fusions they add up and they end up stacking up to 6,000. So essentially like 2,000 more attack, which is really good because she does attack based attack, and she gets to go first because of preempt. So that's really strong. So I'm kind of going all over the place, but they all still connect with going back to Melpone. Anything that gives out 700 boost in any category, I feel like it's worth a solid 15 to 20 nugs. So Melp, um, so this is a good example. Melp at 4 bidders is actually a fair deal. Uh, this 5 out of 5 for 16. It's a little high because he's not leveled up. So you can't just throw him in a fusion already. You have to invest more time and resources to leveling him up. But it's probably one of the more fair trades that I've seen in the market for him, because I've seen people ask for 20, 30 nugs, and then they're just gonna sit in your inventory and not do anything. So it's just not gonna help anybody. But yeah, Defenders of Texel wiki fandom gives out a lot of useful information. Any character in the game. Let's click on. Let's pick on Derp. So he just came out, but there is already information on him for the game, and they'll give you his max stats here. So just any questions, you can feel free to ask me, and I'll try and make a video out of it. And I'll look into the wiki. Thanks for watching.